Hey folks, this is Vince with Dad's Gaming Addiction, and today we're going to quickly check out the digital adaptation of the popular card game Lost Cities. You can find this version on Steam for about $10. This is the quote-unquote card game. For those of you tabletop entrepreneurs out there, there are multiple renditions of Lost City. It originally started, I believe, with the actual board game. It was it had a board, it had figurines you moved around. The concepts between the tabletop game and the card game are very similar in how everything plays, but the original board game had figurines you moved around, and you got to move them down paths and try to score points. Lost Cities, the card game, sort of streamlined that a lot, made it more of like a travel kind of game, and the gameplay mechanics are for the most part the same. Other renditions of Lost City came out after that. You had a roll and write, there was an auction/bidding version that came out, but the Lost Cities card game, I think, is the most iconic because it plays the fastest and it's still a fun game. I have to warn you, though, the digital adaptation on Steam here, the reviews are mixed, and a lot of people are complaining about the scores not adding up right. So I just want to add a quick caveat to this video. While I really love the Lost Cities card game, the digital version on Steam may be a bit flawed. Once you know how to play it, you can add up the numbers on a piece of paper or on an Excel spreadsheet and keep track that way if you so choose to. It's not that big of a deal, to be honest. I primarily play this against the computer because online multiplayer at this point, non-existent. This game is fairly old. So you're not either going to find an opponent or it just doesn't work, one of the two. So if you are going to buy this game for $10 or cheaper if you can get it on sale, which I recommend, you're going to just casually play this against the computer. What I would really recommend, though, is because the scoring is a bit wonky on this version, I would recommend, if it's on Board Game Arena, I don't know if it is, but check other websites that might have Lost Cities, the card game, or just buy the physical version. I wholeheartedly recommend this game in general. It's just the scoring, again, with this digital version on Steam is a bit wonky. But anyway, let's go ahead and jump into this. Settings menu, just pause if you want to see any of that in greater detail. The idea of this game, it's just a 1v1, it's 2 players, and you're going to be creating runs of 5 different colors and trying to put these cards in ascending order. But you only have so many cards in your hand, and you have to take risks. Do you push your luck and hope that more cards of that color that you're displaying comes up? You know, you'll see in a minute. Let's go ahead and play versus the computer, and we'll just leave everything as is. You can choose your opponent, but it doesn't tell you what their strengths and weaknesses are, so we'll just do lowest. Fine. Okay. All right, so what we're looking at here, again, it's my hand is on the bottom left, the computer's hand is on the upper left. And it's now my turn. So this plays out pretty simply. I'm going to play a card. I'm either going to play a card to start a new run or continue an existing one. So if I click on this 7, for example, some highlights come up there. Yeah. I can either put it to the discard pile, which the computer and I can draw from in the future, or I can start a new run here. That's bad with a 7, only because you have to put these numbers in ascending order. And the numbers range from 2 to 10. Now, you will find these little handshake cards. There's 3 of every color in the deck. And you have to play these before playing numbers. These are score multipliers. So you have to play these first. If you play a number in a run, and then you want to play a handshake card, you can't do it. Of that color anyway. So you have to play these first. So only play the handshake cards when you know you're going to score big in a particular color. Because that score multiplier can be both positive and negative. Yeah, pretty nasty. So if you put a bunch of handshake cards down, and then you don't get a whole lot of points on that color, or even negative, you're screwed. It costs 20 points just to start a run. And the value of a run is based on the numbers themselves. So if I end the game with 7, if I end the game with 7, the blue 7 in the blue row, 20 minus 7 is 13, negative 13. I would score negative 13 points. So I have to first make up the difference of 20 points. And again, with that score multiplier card, that can be even worse. So I don't want to put this blue one down now, only because I don't know if the blue cards are going to come up or not. And I don't want to start a run only with handshake cards in it, you know? So you're going to play a card, and then you're going to draw a card. You either draw a card from the middle, which there are none right now, or you can draw from the deck. 43 cards remaining. If the deck runs out of cards, the game's over. I'm going to... I don't have a whole lot of yellow right now. I'm just going to get rid of this 6, just to see if the computer takes it or not. I'm going to draw from the deck. It's a white card. Great. Blue. I tempted, but I don't know if blue's coming up yet. I only have one white 5. I'm going to get rid of that and just draw a card. Okay. Wow, interesting. A lot of blue here. Okay, he also took the white card. So I'm starting to wonder. He took the yellow one, he took the white one. Does that mean he's going to start colors on those? He's already started a red one. He's committed to red. What's interesting is that I hold a lot of red cards, 4 and 8, and 2 handshakes. If I don't end up playing red, I need to make sure I don't discard these cards until he reaches a number that he can't play anymore. For example, if I play the red 8 now, he could take it and play it in the future. However, if he plays, say, a red 6 on this, I can discard the red 4 because he will never be able to play it. Because, again, these numbers have to go in ascending order. So, at this point, I'm going to get rid of this yellow handshake. He may end up taking it. I'm not sure. A green handshake, because, of course... Ooh. All right, let's just do that, and I'll take that. I'm not getting anything I want at the moment. Ooh, he's starting a lot of runs, but he hasn't committed any numbers yet. Okay. I'm going to get rid of this white one. If I can make him overcommit to all these different colors. He's starting to play blue now. Interesting. Okay, so at the moment, I have enough blue points for, 7 plus 2 is 9, plus 6 is 15. I'm still behind. I need 20 points to break even, 21 plus to actually score. Playing blue right now is bad. I could play the red cards and hope that I score big on either red or blue. That's going to be the challenge. It looks like he's shooting for blue and red as well. I'm a little concerned about that, but I guess YOLO. I guess I'll play red first and hope that I draw more red or... Okay, well, let's see what he's doing. He's weird. He's just playing and taking the same things over and over. The yellow 8, I really don't want to feed to him, but I don't have a whole lot of choice. I could play this red card here and hope I get more reds in the future. That's going to be a huge row, either positive or negative. Okay, I've got a 4. I might want to wait for a 2 or 3. I'll start playing the blue ones, I think. Because he hasn't committed either way either. Alright, he played a second one. Interesting. Alright, I'm going to play the blue 2 because there is no other handshake cards to play. You don't have to play the handshake cards if you don't want to. I'm just saying the 2 is the lowest, so I might as well play this. I've already started the run. I've committed to it, and I'll draw a card. Green 8. Sometimes you just get really unlucky. I'm going to go ahead and discard the green handshake and draw another card. It's a white 10. There's a 6. I want a lower number if I can swing it. Let's get rid of the green 8. Okay, there's the blue 4. I think I should play that. All right, get that out. And I will take from here. There's the 5. Awesome. That's the blue 5. Play that there. I've got the 6 and the 7, so I've got the next 2 turns. I know what I'm playing. This computer AI is just rough. It's just all over the place. All right. I don't know about that yellow. Okay, he played the blue 8. I know that there's not an 8 anymore in available. So I'm going to try and get the 9 or the 10. Now, here's the thing. I've got 7 plus 6 is 13 plus 5. I've reached 20 plus on this row. So I'm going to score positive points for it. There's a good chance he's not, unless he gets the 9 or the 10. I need to start working on this red row before the game is over. I'm going to draw from here. And he's got the 10. Crap. Okay. But he only has 18 points on that row. So he's actually going to score -2 and then times another. The number of handshake cards, it's for 1 handshake card, it's a ×2 multiplier. For 2 handshake cards, it's a ×3 multiplier. And for 3 handshake cards, it's a ×4. So -2 here times 3 is -6 points for him on this row. So he actually owes points at the end of the game. And he just started these 2. I don't think he's going to score very high this turn, or this game. I've got a 9 and a 10, which is 19 points. I might want to wait for a couple of good white cards, or I can take from here maybe, and slow the game down a bit. I might just want to discard... what am I going to do? Eesh. Part of me is tempted to start yellow. 3, 5, 8. There's nothing in the discard there. I don't remember what's under here, to be honest. I wasn't paying attention. I think he took some white cards. What do I play? Do I play the 4? You know what? I need to start playing some red cards. Just to get some points. Look at all these yellows. Look at all these yellows. Okay, I'm going to start yellow over here. That way I can start playing some 3s. I'm going to take from here. There's the 2, which I don't need anymore. I could feed it to him. I really don't want to right now. Let's go with the 3 over here, and we'll draw there. There's the green 2. I can discard that freely. He's got a 6 and an 8 over here. He can't play the 2 at all. I'm going to go ahead and play the yellow 5 and discard the green. I'll have to draw. There we go. The 4. There's a 4. I could totally get some easy points off that. 4, 9, 10 is over 20. Let's continue with a 7. That's 12. So I have a 7 and an 8. That would be enough, actually. So I'm going to go ahead and play the 7. With the 8, that would push me over my 20. I'll go ahead and draw a card. There's a 6. I need red cards badly here. It's looking badly if I can't get enough red cards in there. Let's get the 8, however, to clinch that, and then hope for more red cards. It's a green 9. All right. You know what? Let's play the 6. I have to hope for a high card, and then I'll get rid of. It is just, yeah. Ooh, 8, 9, 10. That's not terrible. Again, I don't like this ×3 multiplier. I need to cut that off as much as possible. That was a risk, and it kind of backfired on me. Okay, so 8, 9, 10. I could play the 4, and then the 8, and the 9, and then a 10, and that would be a decent amount. So I'll start one here. Or I could draw this and play it, and then play... But here's the thing. There's a good chance that there's only 5 rounds left. When you draw from the deck, it takes from the timer. If you draw from the middle, then it slows the game down a bit. So maybe I'll play the 4 here and take the green 4. You know, I'm hoping for another red. He's got a 5. Okay. I never would have been able to play that. All right, let's get the 8 out there. Give me a red. Dang, darn. All right, he's got a 7. He might have the 9 and the 10. I don't know. I have to get that 9 out there. And give me a high red. Darn. Okay, nope. Gotta play the 10. Beautiful. Give me a... Oh! Okay, I'm gonna get negative on this, unfortunately. Okay, I've got not a whole lot going on here, unfortunately. What am I gonna do with this mess? I don't have any cards that I can play on these runs, so I just discard that, and I could just try and end the game now. Yeah, because he's got the 9. Okay, so here's a quick look at the end game. It totals everything up on the left here, and again, I can't guarantee that these totals are correct. But I did score -6 points on the red column because I didn't get 20. The expedition costs here are 20, but I did get +6, +8, and +11 net on the other colors, so I came up to 19 points there. Not too shabby, all things considered, although, again, I'm eyeballing these, and that doesn't sound right to me. I mean, 11 + 8 is 9. Oh, I guess it is. Okay, yeah, I can math. And these here, the 36... 6 times 4 is 24. Yeah, okay, that totals, actually. Okay, so it looks like these totals do work. The folks on the Steam review section were complaining that over time, these numbers will switch or something or other. But again, if you just want to quickly, make note of the board before the game is over and look to see how everything should add up, then by all means you can do that on your own. But yeah, that is Lost Cities, the card game. I really enjoy this. It's super simple to play. There's a push your luck element to, do I play 2 colors really, really well? Do I spread myself out? There's a bit of RNG though, in that you may draw all high cards, and you're like, well, do I hold on to these? Do I discard some of them? But my opponent just took that color, so maybe he's going to play that color. So it's a really interesting tug of war, this, and it's got that pusher luck and the card management, hand management. So yes, I do recommend the Lost Cities game in general. I haven't really had a whole lot of issues with the digital version, but beware. It is an older game. It's not supported anymore. So, if you run into problems, I warned you. Lost Cities. If you guys haven't already, subscribe to me on Twitch and YouTube. That way you can stay up to date with any new content I happen to publish. This is Vince. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time.